Y'all ready to get high? High vibrational, that is. Well, come on in. Come on in. Hope everybody's feeling good for no reason at all. Operating at the highest frequency of your true and authentic self. Being the best version of yourself that you can be. As for me and myself, I'm feeling good for no reason at all. Operating in the truest and highest version of my authentic self, being the best version of myself that I can be and that I can offer to you in this moment. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness to the cosmic consciousness, family and soul tribe. I'm feeling very appreciative and very grateful today. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Rams on their Super Bowl win, as well as the Cincinnati Bengals for being there. I'm not a sports fan myself, but my nephew is over at the LA Rams. So congratulations to Nep and your for getting your Super Bowl ring, though you did not play. Congratulations. I feel good right now. I'm appreciative and I'm extremely grateful. And that's a good place to be. It's Monday. I'm here to give some motivation, share some inspiration, to compliment and encourage. It's crazy how the weather can go from 58 to 60 or 60 degrees to 28 and snowing. But that's what we're dealing with right now. But we in a new week and we breathing it through. And doing that, we're in a new week. It's time for a new animal message. See what they're gonna give for this Monday. Cards want to be stubborn every time I come to break bread. Cards want to be stubborn. If one fell out, I'm gonna take it. Okay, I don't know who been acting the donkey, but we're gonna see what the donkey gotta say. Donkey, keep your heart open no matter what. Now this message probably for all of us. All of us probably got an area, at least one area in our life where we can open our heart just a little bit more. The message of the donkey is asking us to keep our hearts open no matter what. If y'all give me a moment, we're gonna see what the donkey gotta say. Donkey, keep your heart open no matter what. Let me make sure I got it the right way. Y'all know me, it might be upside down messing with me. Keep your heart open no matter what. About donkeys. Donkeys come from Sirius, first incarnating as the wild asses who roamed in huge herds in the wild areas of Mesopotamia. Their souls desired to experience freedom, endurance, and companionship. Later, when many were captured, domesticated, and put to work by humans, give me a minute. Later, when many were captured and put to work by humans, they became known as donkeys. They still endure separation from their loved ones, burdensome work, and often humiliation, and this life is a challenging initiation for them. Archangel Mary is with them, helping to keep their hearts open. Archangel Gabriel also encourages and helps them. He will assist you with your test in life if you connect energetically to a donkey. Donkeys are the animal representation of the Brotherhood of the Golden Robe, those who clear planetary karma through their own energy systems to help the world. Your gratitude supports them. Wow. The spiritual hierarchy chose this humble animal to carry the Virgin Mary to Bethlehem in order to acknowledge and reward it. Guidance. This card indicates that you have been through or are still undergoing some sort of test or initiation. You may feel it has been unfair, but your soul undertook it to advance you to a higher spiritual level. Such challenges help you to develop qualities of patience, forbearance, and courage. Accept this. Stay centered, calm, and keep your heart open. Use all experiences to strengthen yourself, and you will move into a higher spiritual level. Then everything will feel worthwhile, as you will see with enlightened eyes. When you pass an initiation, you are always rewarded. So something much better is coming into your life. When you receive this card, Archangels Mary and Gabriel touch you with love and encouragement. I usually add on, but man, I don't even think I need to tamper with that message right there. Whoever that's for, wherever you at, wherever we are, may we receive it in love and light. For real, that was powerful. Donkey, keep your heart open no matter what. That was a deep message. Keep this sage going. But I love the synchronicity in the message of gratitude that was expressed through the donkey, because it let me know that I'm on the right track. By continually to find something to be appreciative about and expressing my gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful energy to acknowledge. No matter how big or small you're able to acknowledge gratitude, we need to be finding something in our life to find gratitude about. And it ain't always got to be gratitude about the good things or the good times. You know, I express gratitude when I'm going through something bad, because I know it's as long as it don't take my life, it's like at the end of the tunnel after I get through what I'm going through. And it's a part of why I'm able to do or share wisdom through the messages that I share in these videos. You know, and I do what I can. Because one thing about, I appreciate what life and the person life made me into, is I do what I can, where I can, to help lift others up, because I know what it's like to be down there. I know what it's like to be let down. And we all know what it's like to be let down. We are human. We all fail. And this time that we got life in our body is our opportunity to learn how to fly again. So if you leveling up, if you growing, if you expanding, for those of us who are truly leveling up, mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially, give yourself a round of applause. You may be the only one who give yourself a genuine round of applause. So give yourself a round of applause. Somebody will catch it and start giving themselves a round of applause. And if you did, you deserve it. Life's too short to be spending it concerned with how anybody feel other than how you feel about yourself. And we can learn a lot from what I just said. I learned a lot from what I just said. Life too short to spend it concerned, worried about what anybody think other than yourself about you. And that's not a cold approach. It's just a real approach, a realistic approach. We have to be our number one cheerleader. We have to be our number one fan. Because we all operate on different channels at different times, depending on what's going on at the time that anything is going on. So we gotta learn how to be our number one fan. We can learn from negativity, and if we be honest about it, negativity pretty much really the only thing that we learn from. I don't know too many people that really carry lessons from positive events. But if you ask somebody about something that they went through, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna tell you about a hardship, an issue that they went through, that they went from here to here. I don't know too many people that really carry life-giving messages from positive events, other than sharing or expressing a good time, and that's crazy when we think about it. And I ain't think about it to just then. That was just on the fly. But my point is, we free to live life our own way, on our own terms, and within our own conditions. And many of us do. So we're going to talk about it. Because many things are taking place at this time in our life on many levels. It's levels and levels to this, just like it's layers and layers and layers that we gotta shed in this. Many things are taking place in our life that are causing many of us to go into spiritual awakenings, even if we didn't choose to, beyond anything that we have read and known. And that's a good thing. I remember when I was going through them phases, and it's even greater when you learn to have fun when you're going through it, because it's really not all bad. It just might feel like that sometimes. And it teaches you things that you didn't know, but probably thought you knew, but knew you knew when you went through certain experiences. And what I mean by that is, we know a lot. We as human beings, we know a lot, but we ain't learned too much of nothing. So it's hard to really tell anybody anything, or give a worthwhile opinion, or worthwhile advice, or worthwhile suggestion, because everybody know it all till we ain't learned nothing. It's easy to regurgitate this and regurgitate that, and memorize this and memorize that, and then repeat it wherever we may, for whoever we think we sounded good to. But the lifestyle that follow be telling it all. The situations we be in and out of with people, it be telling it all. We know a whole lot, but we ain't learned much of nothing. So let's talk about it. Most human beings, as people, including myself, I would assume that we generally like to be liked. And what's odd about this what I'm saying is because I took a survey. I actually took a survey. People didn't know they was being surveyed, but I actually was surveying people, posing the question: do we as human beings generally like to be liked? Because I personally don't know anybody who walk around wanting nobody to like them. I don't know nobody who operate like that. I don't even think human beings can be birthed like that. That might be something that's breeded into them, or they're programmed to operate off. But just by the nurturing nature, from process of womb and woman and carrying child to the child coming on this planet, it's an interconnectedness, a nurturingness in it that it's unexplainable. So most human beings, we would assume, I hope we can all assume now, that most human beings generally like to be liked. And what's so odd about that is because, like I said, if you know anybody who don't want nobody to like them at all, please comment on the page and let me know about it. Because it's unheard of. I'm trying to make a point. We generally like to be liked as people, and that's a good thing. My point is, to what point do we as people liking to be liked allow the opinions, suggestions, advice of others affect our life? Now, that's not a good thing, and it's not a bad thing. It's just something for observation. And the reason why I ask it is because the more I pay attention, because I'm a communicator, and as a communicator, the more I pay attention to how I express myself in truth to those I allow myself and I open myself to have dialogue with, I begin to notice something in how words, especially truthful words, genuine words, sincere words, no matter how they're made to make others feel, I begin to notice something, how truth impacts and affects not only the listener, but the communicator in one of three ways, or all three, in which case if you're affected in all three, it may be some severe work that needs to be done. But truth impacts us in one of three ways. Truth is either talking to us, truth is either talking for us, or truth is either talking about us. As I said before, it's something for observation. Keep our mind open. We're gonna keep our mind and our heart open. To what point does opinion, advice, and suggestions affect our life? And the reason I did it in that manner, because I'm sure most of us don't heard the term, I can't tell you nothing to save your life. I remember my mom used to use that statement. The only difference is she didn't know how much I was really listening. And her words are one of the things that saved my life. The words that she spoke over my life are one of the, I know it in the deepest part of me, one of the very things that saved my life. Because she spoke very high vibrational, energetic words over my life, regardless of what phase I was going through in life at any point in my life while she was on this side of living life with me. It's the things that we close ourselves to that really be life-giving to us, which made me point out the things that I did. Most, if not many of us, spend most of our time thinking about ourselves, overthinking about others. There's nothing wrong with that. So most times, my point is, so most times when we express our thoughts, when we express our opinions, when we express our suggestions, according to the things that may be going on in the life of somebody else, most times we usually haven't took the time to put the thought, or at least place ourselves in the shoes of the other person that we may be giving the suggestions, the opinions, or the advice to. We may not have put the necessary time that it takes to really give someone advice from their point of view instead of our own, if you figure deal what I'm saying. We'll give our opinion instead, based on our own realities, based on our own experiences, based on our own decision-making process. Y'all walk with me. Most times the opinions of others is not based on the beliefs and the behaviors that we may be giving the advice to. It's based on our own. Including what I say right now. So I said that to say, we always gotta remember, man, the greatest word that you can have spoke over your life is your own. And it's necessary to be positive in order to speak positive. Because I talk to myself in ways that if you was in the presence of me, you'll think something wrong with me. But in reality, I'm saying, what's wrong? I might be saying, what's wrong with you? Because people we haven't reprogrammed the program, so we know how to talk to ourselves in high vibrational ways, so we can be high vibrational in all our ways. It's not a tongue twist, it just sounds like it. And what I drink don't make nobody else urinate. I get it. So what worked for me may not work for you. And what worked for you may not work for others. I get it. So it's from our own perspective that we get to be who we want to be. That's the beauty. See, it's a beautiful thing to know that nobody else gets to live your life but you. Would you want your life in my hands? Nobody else gets to live your life but you. And in the life that we've been given, we will all have our opinions, We will all have our ideas. We will all have our suggestions. We will all have our advice about this, about that, and about the other. But when it comes to yourself, like when it comes to myself, nobody gonna know what's best for you but you. That's why we gotta learn about ourselves through our own mistakes, through our own pitfalls. Not only in our own, through our own experiences, but in the experiences that we may share that we're going through with others. I take pride in minding my own business to the point that my mind is my business. And by making it my business, I'm able to own what's going on inside of me. Wherever the suggestions, wherever the advice, wherever the knowledge, wisdom is coming from, always remember, family, positive feedback comes from positive people, constructive people, whether we receive it or not. And negative feedback comes from toxic people. It's best we don't receive it. Life is an echo. What you send out, comes back. You hear me? It ain't no pressure. I just do it. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Feel good for no reason at all. Stay true and authentic to the best version of you. I love y'all, family. Salute to God. Peace.